Again, everybody, it's Plowboy's Ghost Channel. Well, I've been thinking on something for a while. If you remember a good while back, I was discussing how I actually like the aluminum grip frames on the standard Blackhawk, and I know that's probably heresy to some folks, the traditionalists who think that it has to be steel, or if it ain't steel, it has to be stainless steel, and if it ain't stainless steel, it needs to be brass. But aluminum's the last option. Well, I disagree. I've unloaded the gun. 2 piles of 420 grain Aria Ballistic Engineering, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, applause. Applause sounds here. I actually like the balance. It's not just the balance, really. I like the handling and I like the lighter weight. This gun has the aluminum ejector rod housing, and it has, which of course now the brand new standard blue Blackhawks have a blued steel ejector rod housing. This one's got the aluminum one and the aluminum grip frame, trigger guard. And this gun is got a stainless steel hand grip frame and trigger guard and a stainless steel ejector rod housing. Now, I've already weighed them, and I'm not thinking that there's a whole lot tied up in the difference of weight in the grips, but whatever. I get right at just almost a half a pound difference. This one's almost a half a pound lighter than this gun. Now, when you go to pick it up, I can actually tell it. Of course, I'm doing it left-handed, but that left hand works too. That gun right there is noticeably lighter. So, I've been thinking on this for a little while. I've been thinking on it since I got this gun, and I know that there's got to be a bunch of people with stainless steel guns that are buying Ronnie Wells grip frames, but Ronnie Wells ain't selling a stainless steel grip frame, so I assume that most everybody's just getting aluminum and polishing them. And I don't see why. I wouldn't want nothing heavier. I wouldn't want nothing heavier than this. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking if I can come across one of the standard Blackhawk aluminum grip frames, I'm probably going to polish it and put it on this gun. And the same thing with an ejector rod housing. If I can find an aluminum ejector rod housing, no dings, no deep scratches or nothing, no chunks missing out of them, then I'm probably going to put it over on this stainless steel gun. And like I said, it may be heresy, but, I'm in favor of a lighter weight gun. It don't have to, I'm not ever going to go back to polymer for lightweight. I mean, I still want a serious caliber, a real cartridge, but it don't have to be, it don't have to be a 6-pound gun, which of course these ain't 6 pounds. That's hyperbole. It don't have to be a heavier gun than necessary. And I don't believe personally, and I've talked about this before, I don't believe that having a little bit lighter weight behind the balance point on this right here hurts with recoil, at least not with muzzle flip. Now it might, let the whole gun come back a little bit more, but and it might increase felt recoil, or allow felt recoil to be a little bit greater, I guess I should say, than a heavier gun. But a heavier gun's a heavier gun all the way around. And in 45 Colt, yeah, this gun right here will break my grip just a little bit with my 315 grain loads at nearly 1,250 foot per second out of this 4 5/8. Believe it or not, those 420 grain, they're not even moving 1,000 foot per second out of that gun right there. But Lord have mercy, they don't kick much at all compared to my 315 grain loads. But I know those got to penetrate and hit like a freaking freight train. I mean, I know this ain't about the ammo, but 420 grain bullet with a big old me plate on it. Yes, please. I would like it to run 1,000 foot per second, though. I think 1,000 would be about perfect out of a 4 5/8 gun. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm thinking very seriously, and I see on Numerick and a couple other places the Blackhawk grip frames I see for sale on there are steel ones, either steel or stainless steel, and I don't want steel or stainless steel. I got stainless steel. I want an aluminum grip frame to go on this gun. an aluminum ejecting rod housing to go on this gun. And I'm sure I'll come across it, sure I'll find it, but that's what I'm thinking. I saw that Brian dude on AFR, he was messing with that's one of the reasons I decided to go ahead and make a video again about this, because he got me thinking back on it again. He had done a swap of a stainless steel grip frame for an aluminum Ronnie Wells, and on a 3.5 inch 44 mag, little Super Black Hawk, and I'm absolutely with him on the lighter weight, wanting the lighter gun, the quicker handling gun. I don't really want it to weigh any more than it has to, and there's absolutely a difference in that when I picked that up compared to this one. So that's where my head's at on that issue right there. I know there's probably no one in the world hardly going to agree with wanting to take a stainless steel grip frame off and put on an aluminum, but I can polish that aluminum to make it look pretty decent. Not like looks or everything. Function. Let form follow function. That's my motto. And if to me it functions better when it's lighter and more carryable, just a little bit easier in the holster, and a little bit easier on your back and everything else, wherever you're toting it, a little easier on your waist, to me that's a gain. And we'll manage the recoil. It's my thoughts, y'all. Tell me what you think. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to y'all later.